Hello, I'm Roz Dupiton with At Home Downtown at Keller Williams, and at the beginning of 2019, there was a video about market outlook for this year where I made some predictions and gave you some tips on what you need to look out for this year. We are at the midpoint or just past the midpoint in the year, so I wanted to take a look back to see what's happened over the past 6 months, how did I do with my predictions, and most importantly, what does it mean for what you should do now if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Chicago? So, in that video, I basically had 3 messages for you, things to look out for, keep in mind as you look forward to this year in real estate. The first prediction I had was that buyers would have more choice this year as they were looking at homes to purchase in the downtown market. This one for sure came true. There's about 16% more homes on the market this year, at this point in the year, over the past 12 months, than at this point last year, in 2018. So this one came true. There are a lot more homes on the market in general to choose from, and buyers are experiencing more choice this year. Number 2. I told you in January, I think it was, that this was still a seller's market. Well, that one has changed. In the downtown market, we have for sure slipped into a little bit of a buyer's market, where we have more than 6 months worth of inventory on the market at this time. That means that this is the result of that buyers having more choice. Homes are taking a little bit longer to sell, and pricing is super important. Now, at the beginning of the year, I didn't really talk too much about neighborhoods outside of downtown, but it's worth noting that the south and west sides of the city are experiencing a different kind of market in many cases. There is a shortage of inventory in those neighborhoods. They're still in multiple offers and lots of buyer demand for move-in ready homes. The relative affordability of those neighborhoods has given me lots of work this year in the neighborhoods outside of downtown. So that's something to keep in mind. The third thing I talked about was my expectations that interest rates would rise this year and property taxes were going to be higher and both would have an impact on pricing and the price buyers are willing to pay and how much of their monthly housing budget those 2 things were going to eat up. Well, this is mixed. Interest rates are actually down this year, and it has been a great thing for the market. So if you are thinking about selling sometime in the next year or 2, now is a great time to consider putting your home on the market while you can still benefit from lower interest rates. And if you're looking to buy, the same can be said. Interest rates are not likely to stay this low forever. So now's a great time to lock in a low rate, a rate below 4% in many cases. Now, in terms of property taxes, this is also an interesting story in the city. In the central part of the city, in downtown, as well as the north side of the city, property taxes have risen substantially in many cases, causing it to impact the price that sellers are able to command for homes, because as I mentioned, that does eat up more of a buyer's monthly housing budget in paying those property taxes. Whereas the south side and west sides of the city have experienced, in some cases, a reduction in property taxes, boosting the already significantly more affordable advantage those areas have over the central and north sides of the city. So if you haven't looked at the south side or the west side lately, let me tell you, I've had lots of clients working with me in those neighborhoods this year as the downtown market has slowed some. But if you are downtown, you have to think about how a higher property tax bill is not only impacting you and what you have to pay, but how a buyer is going to view that as well. So, how did I do? My name is Roz Dupiton with At Home Downtown at Keller Williams, and I'll talk with you again soon. If you have any questions about the market or are thinking about buying or selling, please give me a call or shoot me an email. Take care.